Hi dear students, welcome to my class. This is for 10th students and the chapter is metals and non-metals. In the last class we were discussed about metals react with non-metals. In that we are discussed the electronic configuration of elements. In that we have already studied the structure of atom, and in that structure of atom how can you fill the electrons in that particular shells. So this is all we study in the last video. In this class, I am some more discussion about this structure of atom and electronic configuration of elements. Okay. So we know that in the center we have a nucleus. In the nucleus, in that nucleus we can observe the neutrons and the protons. So this nucleus is surrounded by many shells. These are the shells right now. So in these shells, electrons are present. So these electrons are negatively charged species. Electrons negatively charged species. In the first shell, we have to fill the 2 electrons only. Like that, in the second shell, we have to fill the 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this in the third shell. So the formula of filling electrons 2n square. You know that. Okay, you know that. So in the position of n, here number 3 na 3 square. 3 3 is 9, 9 plus 2, 9 2 is 18. So 18 electrons in the third shell. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Like this you have to fill the electrons by using this formula. And you know that in the first shell we have to only one subshell, that is S subshell. Only one, that is S subshell. In the second shell we have 2 subshells, that is one is S, another one is P. In the third shell we have 3 subshells, S, P and D. And the fourth shell having S, P and D and F subshells. Okay, in these subshells we have to fill the electrons. This S subshell maximum capacity is 2, in the P maximum capacity is 6 electrons, in D 10 electrons and F 14 electrons. Okay, this is all study in the last video. But in this video I am once again discussing the electrons. See. So one more thing, that is valence electrons. So valence electrons. So we know electrons. What is this valence electrons? So the electrons, see ma, the electrons present in outermost shell is called valence shell. Valence electrons. Okay. So now valence electrons we have to represent in the structure. Okay. This is the nucleus. Nucleus is positively charged. Why? Because the charge of the proton is positive and the charge of the neutron is nothing or 0. So charge of the nucleus is positive. And then this is the first shell, this is the second shell. So I am taking a simple element that is carbon. The atomic number is 6. In this 6 we have to fill the electrons in the shell. Okay, in the first shell how many electrons ma? 2 electrons. 2 electrons are. In the remaining 4 electrons are there. That 4 electrons you have to fill in the second shell. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when you compare the structure of atom, this is the structure of carbon element. This is the structure of carbon element or structure of atom. Okay. So in this first shell contains these 2 electrons. First shell contains 2 electrons. This is inner shell. So this is the K shell. Here and this is the second shell is the L shell. So here L shell we call as this is the outer shell. Outermost shell. outermost shell. Okay, so this we call as outermost shell. L shell we call as outermost shell. The electrons present in the outermost shell, the electrons present in the outermost shell we call as valence electrons. Valence electrons. Are you understand, ma? So electrons are present in this outer shell. That electrons we call as valence electrons. This is very important. So valence electrons means the electrons present in the outermost shell is called valence electrons. Enough. Okay. Next is valency. Ma, difference is there. So valency and valence electron. Valence electrons and valence. So in this we have 4 valence electrons. Okay. So for example, I am taking this carbon. In this carbon, I am going to represent the Lewis dot structure. Here electrons are represented by these dots. And these 4 electrons are responsible for making 4 bonds. This making of bonds we call as chemical reactions. What ma? Chemical reactions. So we have to call as this carbon valency is 4. Carbon valency is 4 and valence electrons in this carbon also 4. So don't get confused, ma. Here valency means the combining capacity of a element or the electrons participating in chemical reactions. So I have to give a definition for this valency. The combining capacity of a element is called valency. The combining capacity of a element or the electrons which are participating in a chemical reaction. This is what valency. So the valency of the carbon here 4. Why? Because these 4 electrons making a 4 bonds. For example, I am taking a CH4, methane. Methane is this is the simple alkane. So this by using this hydrogen atomic number, how many? Hydrogen atomic number is 1. How much? Right now 1. So in this only 1 electron is there. I am taking 4 hydrogens right now. So single hydrogens having single electrons. So this blue colored dots are hydrogen electrons. So H, here on H and here on H is and here H on is. So the valency of the hydrogen is also 1. So see the structure of the hydrogen. So this is the nucleus and this is the electron present in the only one shell is there in the hydrogen atom. Only one shell. That is the you have to consider the outermost shell. So the electrons present in the outermost shell and which are participating in a bond formation or bond breaking. That is participating in a chemical reaction that we call as valency. Okay. So see this hydrogen valency is only 1. Okay. So this hydrogen is possible to give the electron to other. For this this hydrogen atoms electron giving electron to this carbon and making a bond. So this is the bond. Making of bond we call as chemical reaction. Okay, making or breaking of bonds. Okay, so the hydrogen valency is 1. We know that. Why we call as hydrogen valency? The combining capacity of hydrogen is only 1. Why? Because hydrogen contains only 1 electron. So the chance of hydrogen is this hydrogen may be accept the electron or maybe donate the electron. Only this is the process. Okay, no further. So this hydrogen having only 1 right now. So this hydrogen only 1 electron is present. That's why this electron, this sigma in this carbon we have 4 electrons. That's why this hydrogen easy to donate 1 electron. Easily donate 1 electron to more. The element contains more electrons. Okay, so this is the example. And the carbon valency is 4. Why? Because this carbon makes a 4 bonds. Why? Because here the 4 electrons are surrounded by these carbons. These 4 electrons are responsible for the making of bonds. That's we call as valency. Okay. So next is I am taking one more example, oxygen. Oxygen, atomic number 8. So I am going to write the electronic configuration of this oxygen atom. So 1s2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, 2p4. So 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 4 plus 4 8, 8 electrons. This is the electronic configuration of what, oxygen. So if you don't or if you are not able to write the electronic configuration, see once the trick to write the electronic configuration. Try to write the electronic configuration of all the elements in the periodic table. Okay, so we have this electronic configuration. In this electrons, in this electronic configuration, I am going to write the electronic structure. So see, oxygen is present. Okay, this is the oxygen atom. So in this oxygen atom, atomic number is 8. Okay, so in that 8 we have a electronic configuration, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay, so this electronic representation I am giving with the structure of atom. So if you consider, this is the nucleus, and this is the first shell, and this is the second shell. Okay, electrons like this, 2 electrons in the first shell and remaining second. This 2 represents number of shell. Okay, number of shell. So totally 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electrons are present in the outermost shells. These 6 electrons we call as valence electrons. So I am giving a question. I am asking a question like this: how many valence electrons are present in oxygen atoms? How many, ma? So this 6 electrons, 2 plus 4, 6 electrons, 6 valence electrons in the this single or oxygen element. Okay, so this is the structure of oxygen atom. Structure of oxygen atom. In the first shell we have 2 electrons, in outermost shell we have 6 electrons. Okay, so I am taking one more. Okay, one more structure of atom of oxygen. So in this first shell 2 electrons, second shell 6 electrons. 6 electrons. So this is we call as O2. Okay, nama, oxygen molecule. So in our nature, oxygen is obtained as a diatomic molecule. Diatomic. So that means this oxygen is bonded. This oxygen is bonded by 2 bonds. So how can you say this? So here. So this is the structure of O2. Totally 6 valence electrons, right, ma'am? So this is the one oxygen atom. In that one oxygen atom, I am giving a Lewis dot structure of this oxygen atoms. I am going to represent 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 6 electrons I am going to represent the oxygen atoms. So this is oxygen atom. In this oxygen atoms, in Lewis structure what we did. So totally 6 electrons are shown by this structure. So one more oxygen atom. So this is the one more oxygen atom. Here also valence 6 electrons. These are the valence electrons. So in this, so any element is stable when these elements are stable. So this is explained by octet rule. Octet rule. So what is this octet rules? Any elements contain 8 electrons. 8 electrons. Please remember, this is very, very important. So 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Or 8 electrons are we call as octet rules. So any elements that if in case that having 8 electrons in the outermost shell, that we call as stable. What, ma? Stable. So for example, all noble gases are stable. That's why we call as noble gases. For example, I am taking a neon. So what is the atomic number of neon ma? 10. Okay. So electronic configuration of neon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Okay. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. In the first shell, this is 1. Right now, in the first shell, we can observe the 2 electrons. Remaining, in the second shell, we have 2 plus 6. 8 electrons are present. That's why in outermost shell, of the this neon atom contains 8 electrons. 2 plus 6, 8 electrons. That's why this is stable. That means this element do not react with the other elements. Noble gases. Okay, or once again one more name is inert gases. Noble gases are inert gases or inert elements. That means the elements which do not react with the other elements. Okay, this is what noble gases. Why, when we call these noble gases or inert gases, the elements having 8 electrons in this outermost shell, that we call as inert elements. So like this, 8 electrons are present in the outermost shell, we call as octet rule. So how can one element can get the octet rule or which follows the octet rule? So by giving or accepting, transformation of electrons, transfer or giving or taking. So this oxygen atom, if you consider this oxygen atoms, in this we have observed this is 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 6 plus 2. So this oxygen atom giving to this oxygen atom. So this is one oxygen atom, this is two oxygen. Two oxygen atoms giving 2 electrons to this first oxygen atoms. Then only this oxygen atom is stable. So if you consider this is stable, so you have to check this carbon also, this oxygen also. So once again this makes a bond. So in this 2 electrons, here 2 electrons, here 2 electrons, totally 6, and from this oxygen atom, first oxygen atoms, it also receives 2 electrons. So this is a combination, mutual combination. This is first oxygen giving 2 electrons and second oxygen giving 2 electrons. So thus making a bonds. So these 4 electrons, but single element giving 2 electrons. Single elements giving 2 electrons. This is the valency. So can you tell what is the valency of the oxygen, single oxygen atom? 2, right now. 2. Oxygen atom valency is 2. So like this, carbon having valency 4. Okay. Nitrogen 3. So day by day you have to practice all these things: electronic configuration, valence electrons and valency. You have to know all these things clearly, then only you have to understand the metals reacts with the non-metals. So this valency is this valency is responsible for making of metals reacts with the non-metals. Mainly that means the atoms which consists valence electrons, these valence electrons are responsible for the making of bonds. Okay, so transfer of electrons, or it may be giving or it may be taking. Thus we call as chemical reactions. So in this class you have to remember what are valence electrons and what is the valency. So if you have any idea of these valence electrons and valency, then only you have to understand the metals reacts with the non-metals. I already in the last class I told this. These metals always giving the electron, loss of electrons, and non-metals always accept or gains the electrons. So which electrons are losses or which electrons gains? That valence electrons are loss or valence electrons are gaining. So these valence electrons are responsible for the making of bonds or breaking of bonds. So in the next class we will discuss the metals reacts with the non-metals. That is what real concept. This is all basics. Or if you know these basics, then only you have to understand that metals reacts with the non-metals. Okay, thank you.